Remnant 2 from Gunfire Games has no shortage of ways to play, with tons of subclasses to level up, unlock, and discover, each with their own unique traits, perks, and abilities, and you can equip up to 2 of these subclass archetypes at once to create whatever kind of build works best for you. When you first start your journey, the game lets you choose from one of the starting archetypes. You get that one for free, but all the other archetypes need to be purchased or discovered before you can use them. You'll want to have access to these core archetypes as soon as possible, so here's how to unlock every starting subclass in Remnant 2 with a few extras. Okay, so the good news is most of these basic starting archetypes are just purchased somewhere in Ward 13, the game's main hub. The bad news is that purchasing each one of these archetype unlocking items is going to cost you 2,500 scrap apiece, 1,500 for the item itself, and another 1,000 for Wallace to turn the item into an archetype that you can actually equip and start using. There are 4 starting archetypes that you can purchase in Ward 13, and here's where to find them. The Medic archetype is for players that want to heal themselves and their friends, a subclass all about strong healing, revives, and survivability. Dr. Nora in Ward 13 sells the archetype item you need. The Challenger archetype is for the melee tank players out there, a subclass all about taking and mitigating damage, swinging and shooting big weapons, and wearing thick, heavy armor. To unlock Challenger, Reggie in Ward 13 sells the archetype item you need. The Handler archetype is for players looking to offer utility to a team, or players wanting to brave the unknown with the bestest boy. This versatile subclass can be purchased from Mudtooth in Ward 13, buy the item and take it to Wallace to unlock your new pet dog. The Hunter archetype is for players that like to be deadly from the greatest distance possible. Snipers, long guns, and specializations in precision weak spot damage and improved range across all weapon types. If you're into long range, this one's for you. You can purchase this archetype from Brabus in Ward 13. That leaves 2 more archetypes to cover. You might have seen the Gunslinger being shown off in trailers and marketing leading up to launch, and for good reason. It's all about high damage and plentiful ammo, a super versatile subclass for any group composition. If you pre-ordered the game, I have some good news for you. This archetype is available as a starting option during the tutorial, but only if you pre-ordered. If you didn't, then you'll have to wait a bit longer. Without spoiling anything crazy, here's how to unlock the Gunslinger if you didn't choose it as your starter archetype. You need to have completely beaten the second world of your campaign, killed the world boss there, returned to the labyrinth for a story cutscene, and then it's back to Ward 13 and our old friend Mudtooth. You'll want to talk to him now and keep asking him to tell you stories until he gives you the archetype item. This could take a while. He's got more spoken dialogue than any other character in the game, and he's got more stories than he knows what to do with. Clear the second world, watch the cutscene in Labyrinth, exhaust all of Mudtooth's stories, get the item, take it to Wallace, and now you've unlocked the Gunslinger archetype. And on to the last one. This one's pretty straightforward. It's called the Explorer, and it's all about increasing scrap and loot pickups, drop chances, and using pickups to boost your damage, and giving your teammates buffs. You get the archetype item for the Explorer automatically by beating the final boss of the game, which I'm obviously not going to show here. But do that, and you have the item. Take it to Wallace and grab your new archetype. And that's all the basic starting archetypes in Remnant 2. There are even more than this to find, hidden by special puzzles and events. The community is undoubtedly still hunting for them all, so sound off in the comments if you've managed to find any for yourself. And don't forget, for more Remnant 2 and everything else gaming, keep it right here on IGN.